I want to save you guys the headache of running into that in the future. Alright guys, so we're sitting here in front of these two compressors, and the technician that was working on this called me over, and he thought he had two bad compressors. He does have one bad compressor. He was correct on one, but he was incorrect on the other, and I want to explain why. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure our meter's set to the right thing, right? So we switch over to ohms. It's looking for what type of system. So we're going to set to ohms auto, right? You push it again. This is just regular ohms continuity. It is not ohms auto. So we want to be in ohms auto. You should have the little million marker. So on this one, he was correct, because between, this is three-phase compressor, so all three legs should be the same. So we have 72, 2.4, and then 72. This motor, the winding is shot. Now if we go one leg to ground, we get 142 to ground. Okay, this is a grounded compressor. This compressor is completely dead. He was 100% correct. He says this one was dead as well, and I want to point something out to you. Whenever he went to check it, what he did was this right here, and I don't know if you can see that, but he put the leads into the threads that the bolts go in, and he wasn't actually making contact with this little silver plate. That was his problem, and that's something I want to point out. These threads are nothing more than just a terminal lug to hold the screws or the bolts in for that for the line connections. They're not actually for doing any kind of testing. The actual terminals are terminated to these little metal stainless looking plates or tabs that are bent over. So anytime you're testing on these Copeland scrolls like this, you have to be touching this metal to metal here. So like I said, he tested it like this and he got 0 ohms. Okay, it's open winding. Incorrect. When you actually go and touch the tabs the way you're supposed to, 2.2, 2.3, and a 2.2. That's a good test. I want to see the same across all three windings with a three-phase. So I want to save you guys the headache of running into that in the future. Is whenever you're testing these types of compressors, be very careful as to how you're testing it, because if you put your lead in the wrong spot, I know that it's very fooling, and that those threads look like something you could actually use, but in reality, that's going to get you on the back end. You're going to get a reading that you didn't realize was false. So anyway, we'll leave it at that. Appreciate it, guys. Hope this helps out.